Hi, I'm Annie, and I'm a college student who uses the iPhone. So, one of my biggest problem as a student is that I'm often distracted by my phone, and it's really hard for me to focus during my study sessions or in class. The problem with existing app blocking mechanisms is that they're too repetitive and boring. I also don't feel motivated to use them long term. And so, I'm looking for something that is rewarding and motivating for me to reduce my screen time. My goal is to be able to stay focused during my study or work session and reduce unproductive screen time. I'm also looking to build healthier phone habits while also being rewarded by reducing my screen time. So I'm looking for something that is easy to navigate and has a simple user-friendly interface. Also, something that has meaningful rewards and that makes me want to continue using this app in the long run.
This is our current Figma wireframe. We've implemented the main pages, so that would be the login, register, inventory, home screen, shop, friends, and leaderboard profile pages. So once you finish logging in, we'll be met with this home screen. This home screen has your sprite of choice that you've equipped in the inventory, as well as your total session time for the week, as well as a timer to set the session. Once you begin session, we're met with this sprite once again, and a timer for your current session and blocked access to pretty much the rest of the app. Once you'll also be able to see the coins you've earned during your session. Once you end session, you'll be able to access the rest of the app again. Then we have our shop, which has 3 machines: the accessory machine, egg machine, and sprite machine. With these machines, you can use your coins to roll for a random item or accessory or sprite. So for example, let's say we want to roll for a sprite. It would show us our sprite of choice, its rarity, its name, and allow us to equip it or roll again. Then we have our inventory. It'll display the current egg that you're hatching. The egg that you're hatching will accumulate points with each session that you do. We also have the rest of our inventory, which includes sprites, items, and eggs, so you'll be able to see what you have unlocked in that inventory. Then we have our leaderboard, which has all of your friends as well as their session times for the week, ranked accordingly. You can also invite your friends with that button. Then once you go back here to the friends area, we can remove friends as well as add friends. You'll also be able to see your current friend requests and type in usernames. Then once we go to profile, we can see our basic information, any achievements that you've acquired. These will display on your profile, and your statistics for both total time and the weekly times.
Choice is going to be Superbase. At first we were going to use Google Firebase storage, but that's a non-relational database. So in order for us to comply with our database diagram here, we decided to convert to Superbase, which is pretty closely related with Google Firebase storage. So here's our schema for now. We have the users table, and it has the necessary details for the users. And a user can have many sessions, so it's a many to one ratio. And the session will have the start time, end time, and the duration of it, as long as how many points the user can get. The user can also only have one inventory, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio. And in the inventory, we'll have IDs of the sprites and the item that belong to the user. And like I said, the sprite and items are found in the inventory table, but as users can have multiple sprites and items, so it's a many to one ratio. And each sprite and item are detailed with its name, type, rarity, and an image of it. So here we have in our Superbase website, our tables are clearly defined here. We have the inventory table, item table, session table, sprite table, and user table. Right now it's not populated, but once we have written up our API endpoints to connect to the database, we'll start populating the table with mock data in order to test it out. This is our app run on iPhone 17 Pro Max from the Xcode simulator. First, the user should set the hours and minutes they want to block out to avoid using their phone. Then click the begin session. There will be a timer that counts down the amount of time the user selected. For every minute, a coin will be produced. If the user successfully completes their session, then it will automatically go back to the home screen and the coin collection will be updated at the top right. The amount of hours saved is also updated as well. The user can freely leave their session if no coins have been produced. For the scenario of when a user ends a session that is more than a minute, they can lose coins or progress. This is the main functionality of the app. We want to make this a Pomodoro and screen time management app with gamification elements. This feature is to incentivize users to continue and avoid bad phone habits. If a coin is produced and the user clicks the end session, there will be an alert that pops up asking if the user wants to continue or end the session and lose progress. If we leave the session and go back into the app, there will also be no coins added as well. This is the end of our demo. Thank you for watching.